We have to hurry. The
Run,
holidays
run,
are here.
Go.
Tyler has to go to work. There's so much to do. Welcome in.
At least I'm here for once.
ATBshow.com. If you go to atbshow.com, it pulls you into our page and you can click away. Instagram, Facebook. We found our old MySpace. I'm just kidding. Am I? Now you're definitely going to click. Also, our YouTube page. Scotty Duke is like,
staring at this
we
light
dug up
for the whole
our
damn show.
MySpace page that's made out of wood.
We have that one friend, the guy that ran MySpace.
What you're wondering now is, am I in their top 8? Remember that?
Yep.
Horrifying.
I do not. I was
So much to get to, and
6
we are
years
so
old.
studious. We've discussed nothing.
Of course.
So we're going to go around the horn and check in with everybody. Of course, Little Shoes in the Lowell Studios, Rubber Shoes dressed with a hat that I wish they never sold at Gillette, but they did sell at least one to him. Scotty Dukes, if you're listening,
Go to the YouTube channel. You can't
it's
describe
inexplainable.
this.
Yeah. Well, I know, but I also want to put out the caveat
I
that
know.
if
I
you're
know.
prone to
Yeah.
seizures
And
and
that's what I'll see more.
lights,
That's a good
you
point.
might want to
Yeah.
stay on the listen side and not the looky side.
Podcast gonna
Yeah,
kill
turn that
some
shit off, man.
I did it off.
Scotty
That's a good point.
Dukes,
So I
live
actually
from
got
Southern
this at
Maine.
Team Spirit at the mall that shows up every Christmas. The
Was it
the
was
store.
it there? Was that pheasant this
Yeah.
year? I haven't seen it yet.
No, Pheasant Lane didn't get one, but they have them at Burlington.
Well, let's
Mall.
describe the hat so that people listening to the show know it's a Santa hat with
It's
a
the
Patriots
classic.
logo.
It's the classic. Yeah, guy.
Yeah.
There's
The
8 more where
Santa
that
hat
came
that
from.
too
Yeah,
many
wait till-
people have on it.
Oh, we
Gillette
only
on
have
the
one
holiday.
more show before
Yeah, that's
Christmas.
why
'cause
that's
I
why I
have,
put the UNC one on. 'cause
I have the
this might be-
UNC, the Boston Brewers, the Red Sox.
Here's the ultimate question, though, Rubber Shoes. Family Christmas party. You're going over for dinner. Which Santa hat do you go with? Is it always Pat's? Is it?
Depends which
It's-
one
he-
matches the
I
outfit.
was out with him like 2 Christmas Eves ago, and he wore a Christmas like blazer out in public. So he's
Good
all
for him. Good
Nothing
for
wrong
you.
with that.
I like
Exactly.
that.
That's
I
what I'm
love
saying.
that.
He's
That's
got all
festive.
the spirit all the time. It was
It
the
usually
second
is whatever team. So if
Black
the-
Friday. It's
the
boom.
Red Sox just got off winning the World Series, then I'd wear that predominantly during the holiday season. Patriots are in first place. I'm wearing Patriots most of the time right now.
I'm pretty
you
sure
consider any of the
somewhere
hats
there's
as a jinx.
somewhere there's an Excel spreadsheet with the list of the rules. If the Red Sox won, it's this
So-
hat. If-
That's
And
why
if
I
you-
can't remember anything from 10 years ago. It's all in my head.
And if you're wondering how in the world, God bless her, how in the world Stephanie Corey has any room in the closet for her clothes?
His closet's
God-
right here.
God
Yeah, it's
bless her,
Tyler.
God bless her.
Tyler and
I share a closet with him.
oh my
No,
God.
you're making my point because all she needs
You
All
couldn't fit
she
a piece
needs
of paper in
is
to any
a
of the
few
slots.
good pairs of jeans.
Right.
And I don't know, based on your rotation with the laundry in the household, she needs about 4 t-shirts with 2 arrows that say I'm with stupids, right? The time you spend matching the athletic season to the color scheme, to the holidays, to your mood. I don't even want to know what
you
that
should
was.
see. When I decorate the tree, it's like, okay, do I put the Notre Dame Fighting Irish figure up this year? Yep,
Ugh.
they have a chance. Okay.
Oh my.
But I put a poll out a couple
Who's
years
on top
ago.
of your
You did
tree?
put a poll out.
I put a poll out whether or not Tom Brady should be able to be on
put
the
a
tree.
poll
to
out to
Scotty's
who?
very worried about the poll that went
all
up.
my
yeah.
Facebook friends.
I was gonna. Who are we putting this
Gronk
poll
wasn't let
out
on
to?
now.
When he went to Tampa, so the first year he was in Tampa, so last Christmas,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
does he deserve to go on? And the majority of people said yes, he deserves to go on the tree.
All right. So
What has he ever done for us, right?
Do you have a sports topper for your tree, or are you an
No. No,
angel
it's just a
guy?
star.
It's a
Oh,
star.
a star. Okay. All right.
I converted. My wife was an angel topper, and I
she
converted her
married
to
you.
a star. Yeah,
Mm.
she was
Oh,
she was
that
an
joke
angel,
broke
and she
after the
married you.
microphone.
But believe me, we had this conversation at work today. She's no angel.
Oh,
Good
my.
God.
Let's
In
go
front
deeper
of
in
her
this.
son.
I know. My
Yeah,
God.
well,
What
oh,
is
no,
happening?
really?
All the people at work are like, "Oh, she's the best Corey that works here," and I'm like, "Yeah, because
Well-
you don't know the real her. She fakes it here,
Oh, my God.
I works there.
and she admits it."
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. So you're just waiting for Little Shoes to leave so that you can give her the business. Is that what's going on?
No, What
I
it-
can tell you right now, I'm making sure Janina watches this episode because I'm currently husband of the year. Scotty, you,
I'm
me, and
1B.
Adam are just going to let Billy keep talking.
Just
I
keep
haven't
talking,
said
baby.
a bad thing about.
The only question is whose couch will he sleep on tonight?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, I sleep on the couch every night, and then I move to the
Yeah,
bed.
he does. Yeah.
He's
What do
technically
you think he's
closer
doing
to his
after
Funko
this?
Pops. Yes.
Oh
yeah.
my God. Is there a
Oh.
day bed in that room that you sleep on?
No.
Rubber shoes, the gift that keeps on taking. Anyway,
Yeah.
so what are we going to talk about sports? What are we doing?
We
Sure, I
aren't
hope so.
prepared. We aren't
What
prepared.
is
We
the
have no-
soup du jour?
Well, I think we have to talk Pats, right? I mean, the
Yeah.
Pats are the only
Oh,
team that
yeah.
are really contending.
Big game
right now.
incoming Saturday.
Yeah,
special
Celtics
Saturday.
had a really good game the other
They
night.
did have a fantastic
did.
win last night.
Let's
Yep.
yeah, let's
said
go
that in a
there.
while.
So-
They had one game. Yep. They had
Yep.
one game. That was good. That's true.
They
So there's
had,
not a lot to hold
they
on to
had
this
all
year.
their parts for one night. So
Uh-huh.
that's what they look like when they have everyone healthy and playing.
Yeah. Yep.
Even though
so
Brown was restricted to 30 minutes, they still
So we'll start with the Celtics. I don't believe in the Celtics. I just don't.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I don't believe in them.
Wow, I think
I don't.
I think
I'm
Adam
an
and I
eternal
switched
optimist.
spots.
I know,
Last
but
time I was on, I was all down about the Celtics. Now I'm like they showed me something the other night.
that West Coast.
Was that last night? I don't even remember.
I think it
what
was
game.
last night. No, it was 2 nights ago.
It was
right?
Monday.
2 nights ago.
Monday night.
Oh yeah, Bruins were last night.
That West Coast trip just soured me on the team, man. They just didn't have any fight. I'm not saying they can't get it together, but
Mm.
right now I don't believe in them. I just
But
don't.
they didn't
Tatum's
have
been going
they didn't
off.
have Robert Williams for a couple of those games. They didn't have Jaylen Brown for any of those games, right?
Yeah, he hasn't played.
He
since,
wasn't
like,
in
what, the
Portland,
third
right?
week of the season or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but aren't we the same fan base that was celebrating when they beat the Bucks and Giannis didn't play? I mean, come on.
No,
You know, you
no.
can't
We
have
were
I
both
wasn't
ways.
celebrating.
that.
I put it out there that they didn't have Chris Middleton or Giannis in that game.
Yeah.
But
Well,
they
all
beat
right.
them last night with both of them, or
Right.
2 nights ago.
Yep.
I should
True.
say.
No, true. I know.
You know, but I mean, the West Coast was atrocious. That was a
Oh.
horrible. Couldn't have been worse. I think Billy even called it before. We were on like the week before, and he's like, "Well, they got a really hard road trip coming up because they'd rattled off, I think, like 5 of 8 or something like that, and then they went on the West Coast trip and just took a huge dump out there and came back. You know, it was
Yeah.
just awful. I don't think it's too early still. I mean, it's 25 games in, you know, or 26 games in. They're like 13-13 or whatever it is, 13-14. So it's still too early for me to give up on them. I'm not there yet. I will say I liked what Udoka came out and said that he had mentioned to Tatum. I don't know if you heard about this, that he said something that he had already given to advice to Kawhi Leonard, you know, back when he was with the Spurs. And he had mentioned, you know, he said to Kawhi when they, you know, playing against some of the better players in the league, he's like, don't play against these guys like they're, you know, your big brother.
Big brother.
You know,
Yeah.
don't do that. Don't play against that. And then he had mentioned that to Tatum after the West Coast trip, and he dropped 42. But it was it was the way he dropped 42. He was still looking, you know, he was still driving to the basket, still looking for his own shot, but he made the extra pass a few times.
And Jalen
biggest-
made a bunch of passes,
Yep.
which they've been talking about the last few weeks, that Brown, like over his whole career with Tatum, had like 20 assists to Tatum. Some
Right, yeah.
ridiculous number, ridiculously low number.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, like they did move the ball. They missed a lot of open shots. My biggest concern with the team is the slow starts. They are perpetually the worst first quarter team in basketball right now. They just get themselves into a hole almost every single game and have to dig themselves
They're
out of
always
it.
clawing out. Yep.
Yeah, and they even started that game actually. The first like 4 minutes of the game, they look great. I'm like, oh, maybe they're actually going to start fast for once.
Right.
And as soon as I said that, you know, they Bucks went on like a 14-2 run or something like that, and you know, but they bounced back, and obviously they played really well, and Tatum went off. But yeah, it's still too early for me to give up on them yet. I still like to see more, you know, better defense, better movement of the ball. There's going to be a trade. I don't know what it's going to be, but I really feel strongly that there's going to be some kind of movement when the trade deadline hits. I really
Well,
do.
The good
Yeah,
news is
my guy's gone.
Schroeder. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Schroeder.
Yeah,
See you
Schroeder's
later.
probably
get
gonna
out of here.
trade.
Yep.
Danny Ainge isn't around, so there won't be any. Oh, maybe we're gonna get a trade. Oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a huge trade.
We
Nope,
were
it's not.
this
We didn't
close.
get anything. Yeah, we were
Yeah,
this
good.
close exactly.
Because Schroeder is making
Danny was
nothing,
as close
so-
to some of those trades as Marcus Smart was on some of those air balls this week.
Right.
That was
Oh, the-
danger. All I could think of was Along Came Polly, and I forget the actor's name, and they're out playing on the court,
Ben
and
Stiller.
he's like rain dance. He's like just throwing
Oh, yeah,
air
yeah.
balls left, right, and center. I can't think of the actor's name for it.
There's-
Great movie,
yeah.
very funny scene.
That is the
the one
thing,
that
though.
the one that sharded himself, right?
Yes, yes.
That is the thing, though, about the Celtics is that still don't have the shooters around Tatum and Brown that they need. They just don't have anybody on the perimeter. I mean, yeah, Marcus Smart can hit 1 out of every 15 shots that he takes, but other than that, Richardson is he a reliable 3-point shooter?
No.
I haven't seen it.
The problem is the two guys that possibly could be don't see the floor anymore is Pritchard and Neesmith.
Yeah.
They're shooters, but they got garbage time over the trip and the other night. That's it. That's the only time they were in.
Yeah.
Well,
I was
does
actually. Go ahead, Timmy.
Is there a deal that's going to get made that actually makes us better?
I think it depends on where the Celtics are sitting. If they're sitting where they think that they have a chance, then they'll make one that makes them better for this year. If not, I think they trade for something that's going to improve them. They'll get draft picks and maybe someone that they can waive for money to open up money underneath the cap.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest concern is they just don't have the pieces. Who are they going to trade? I mean, you're not trading Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. I just can't see that happening. I mean, who do you bring back?
I think they have to.
Oh, see, I don't think they will. Who do you bring back right now? Who do you think? Who do they get back for? I don't think Tatum's going anywhere. So let's say Brown goes somewhere. Who are they getting back for him that's any better than he is? I just don't see anybody that's currently available.
You could work out a Beal deal.
But you think Beal makes
Dame Lillard? So it's who's going to work better with Tatum. Tatum and Brown do not work good together for some reason. They looked pretty good the other night against Milwaukee. It looks like they actually tried to make themselves both look better. That's what they have to do. They're not using each other that's what all the greats do. They take people off of other people and open them up and give them the ball for nice open shots and vice versa. And they're too much. I'm going to take this shot. And then the other guy takes the ball down. I'm going to take the shot this time. It's not working out, trying to make it better for both of them.
They're not they're technically a duo, but like they're just two really great players that play on the same team. They're not
I'd also say that that's a lot of the coaching though, because if you look at the offensive sets, their sets themselves are designed to get one of them the shots. Run some sets where they're running pick and rolls with each other, right? Tatum's, or Brown has the ball and he sets a pick and run, whatever, pick and pop, something like that, where they, run some sets where those two are working a 2-man game, and they typically don't do that. Their offensive sets are typically around where, either Tatum or Brown will end up with the shot near the end, or someone will take a 3, and I think that's
most of the time it's one guy dribbles the ball down, runs the clock down to 10 seconds, and then takes a bad shot.
But those are the offensive sets that need to change.
I think it's the players not listening to the coach.
Because
I doubt the coach is saying, "Oh yeah, just hold the ball until 10 seconds left and then take a bad shot." It's every coach wants you to work around, try and find the best shot instead of this isolation ball. Tatum is not the only person that does it in the league. So I'm not saying it's his fault, but that's what the league is a lot. It's me. Look what I can do. Look how many points I scored. And even Jason Tatum was on a podcast last week, and they asked him about Jaylen Brown. And he's like, "Oh yeah, we play one-on-one against each other," and that's one thing that stood out to me, is that they say that they play one-on-one trying to beat each other. And then another thing he said is, "Oh yeah, I'll see Jaylen Brown do something, and then I want to be better than that." So instead of like being, "Oh yeah, that's good for you," it's always, "I got to do better. I got to be better. I got to be the best guy."
I don't think that's very selfless. I think that was more of a just saying my teammate's really good, so it makes me want to raise my game.
Yeah, I agree with Little Shoes on that. I don't see that as a negative, either of those. But
you'll have to listen to how it was said. It didn't sound that way.
You definitely still have a Tatum bias.
It didn't sound like he was like, "Oh yeah, I want to improve myself so we can both be good." No,
I heard
like,
you say
I got to go above
like
him.
2 months ago they should bench Tatum because the team works better without him on the floor.
Is that true?
It was yeah.
They're not better without him, but if you watch how the team plays when he's not on the floor, it looks a lot better. They move the ball a lot better. They get on defense a lot better. But obviously he's the best player on the team. That's there's
And
no
he
doubt.
also
I'm not
doesn't
gonna-
he doesn't coordinate his Jordans to his Christmas hat.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Also a detriment.
I hate that with the
That's
league now.
bullshit.
They all
Hey,
wear like
Tatum's
off-
getting a signature shoe finally, apparently.
Scotty, is there
Yeah.
a move that you think they could make that would make them better, that would push them to the next level right now?
I heard. I don't think this would happen. It depends on how desperate Toronto got. The one move that I did hear was throwing over Smart. Was it Smart, Langford? I want to say it was Pritchard and a draft pick to Toronto for Goran Dragic and Pascal Siakam.
That would be.
I don't
Um,
believe in Siakam at all.
And see, I like Siakam.
I do too.
think,
I
He
love
was
Siakam.
really great. It's just I don't know
he's
what
in a-
happened.
I think he's in a bad situation. I
Yeah.
really think he's in a bad situation. The only way I actually see that working is if Toronto's like, we're going to blow it up. We're going to build around Scotty Barnes. You
Right.
know what I mean? And
They're
whatever
big on
there.
Van
But,
Vliet still.
and yeah, Van Vliet and those guys. But I mean, Barnes to me right now he's on his way to being rookie of the year, man. The guy's an absolute.
He's incredible.
I love Scotty Barnes. But
Like,
but
I
yeah,
don't.
I mean, I don't see. I mean, they're not going to do the Ben Simmons. No, you know what I mean? Like, they're
No.
still like, that's not going to happen. I don't see
Yeah,
a Lillard
I
trade,
saw
obviously.
Portland's
or-
close to that for Simmons.
Yeah, I've heard some rumors about that too. And then the only thing about the Bradley Beal thing, which I don't think would happen, you'd have to get something in writing where it'd be like a sign and trade where you want to ink him in long term, because you don't want to just get him like
For 1 year.
a rental and then he's like, nah, I'm good this summer because he's going to
Right.
be an unrestricted free agent. So I mean, I don't know if that would work, but there's no like legit rumors out there that I've heard or seen on the Twitter, but still see what happens. But
that's why I'm thinking it could be we know we don't have it this year. We're gonna move money so we can have money available to go after Beal next year in the offseason.
This is totally not like a topic of conversation, but would you want Zion if that became available, if he wants to get out?
Yeah.
If he stayed at this level where he's not playing, and
I
would you
think
want to take the risk on him?
So here's my I'm
Is it
on board
Zion
with the-
Williamson or Oliver Miller?
I'm on board with the too soon for Timmy. I'm on board with like the fact that Zion, like the conspiracy theorists, that Zion's doing this to get out of New Orleans. I'm on board with that because
he's
like,
doing.
I think he's sitting there and he's just
I saw the
he's hitting
fat suit
Bourbon
rumor
Street.
like Harden and
I was just
Houston.
say the James Harden fat suit.
Yeah,
I
saw that
and-
rumor.
Christmas.
This is
is
he's If this they need
So much-
NBA needs to nip that in the bud somehow.
I agree.
It's horrible. You're killing teams. I mean, the happened to Detroit last year.
Well, the Pelicans are a mess. They've always been a mess. I mean,
They've been a mess for
they,
a long time.
they shouldn't even be a team.
And the amount of
honestly,
talent they
like,
have, they should be a
blow
good
that
team.
up and move it somewhere.
We think
I
about
mean-
it. They had Holiday, they had Anthony Davis and
Right.
Zion at one point.
Right.
And then like Davis, obviously Zion wasn't playing, but then Davis left, and then
They had
you know what I mean?
Holiday,
Like it
they
all
got
just
some good
trickled down.
rookies.
It's like
Adam, could you say it again? What's the name of the team?
The Pelicans?
Yeah, we rest our case. Yeah.
What?
I mean, it's a terrible name.
Oh,
just
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Oh, I
Like,
agree,
just
100%.
Starting there. Like,
yeah.
I
Well,
know.
New Orleans,
This
New
is
Orleans is a
awful.
mess anyway. And how do you feel if you're New Orleans fans when Kevin James gets cast as Sean Payton in the friggin' Netflix movie? What the shit is that, man? What is happening there? Someone want to explain that to me?
Kevin James.
Did Kevin James lose weight?
No,
Peyton's not that.
he's like- he, like,
Peyton's
doubled
not
his
that
size.
big.
that's what I mean. I'm like, what?
That's a great point. That's a great
Paul
point.
Paul Blart as
There's no way Sean Payton signed off on that,
Yeah,
on that
you're
movie,
right. Like,
on that cast.
you know what he did? He went and bought himself a skinny mirror immediately. Sean Payton's like,
Sean Payton must think he's really funny, so that's why he put Kevin James as one
Yeah,
of the
maybe.
guys
Yeah,
that
that's
should play
probably
him.
what it is. Not a comedy though.
They should see the
unfortunately.
behind the scenes Sean Payton. I'm really funny.
Yeah. That brings the
Yeah.
question: what burnout comedian is going to play Bill Belichick in the story of Bill Belichick when they write that?
I think
I mean,
it's
well,
the
audibly,
Grinch, the Grinch
audibly
will
it would
play
be
Bill
Stephen
Belichick.
Wright, right?
Stephen Wright. I like
Yeah,
that. Stephen Wright would be
1000%
great.
Stephen Wright. Yeah, yeah.
And
Who's
Bill
got-
Bill Burr can play Sean McDermott.
Who's
as
got
the
good
Bills
snorting?
head coach.
Whoever can do
Yeah, yeah. Janina loves that when he's at the
Snorting.
dais and he's
I
snoring.
don't know what's up with him. He does that, and his freaking son just licks all the time, every time on the sideline.
Yeah, but did you see he kind of opened up on the morning show that he's on? He kind of opened up about the Brady man in the arena thing.
Mhm.
I was actually really surprised at how he was like glowing about Tom Brady and how great he is and what a great job he always does with all this stuff.
I think I'm gonna watch that tonight.
He's got to build him up.
Nothing
So it can
on-
be a bigger
nothing
deal.
on tonight.
Uncle Duke
It's
says it is
really good.
appointment
How many-
television.
Really good.
How long is each episode about?
About an hour.
About 45 minutes, 45 minutes. Yeah, it's just-
Current one, the one that's the most
I'll definitely
recent one,
fall
which is
asleep during
the
the second one.
2011 Super Bowl, which obviously they lost to the Giants, is actually really good. They have Giselle on it, and they have Wes Welker
and
which-
Billy O'Brien.
and Billy O'Brien. That's right.
Yeah,
Wes
crazy.
Welker is one of the saddest stories about the Patriots, though. Him and Randy Moss. Every time I see that they lost the Super Bowl, I'm like, what a shame we couldn't get them one ring.
Yeah.
Well, Welker
It's just-
had 3 chances.
That's right.
Because he
That's
went
right.
to Denver. He had a chance with Denver. Then
That's right.
Seattle went
Sticked
in there and
around a
went,
little longer.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
What
Ella
a
must
shame.
have owned one of his jerseys back then.
I saw things saying that there's not as much like hype towards this because they feel that they should have put it out maybe like more around the summer or something when there isn't football on to like,
Oh, I
get
like
that
it.
hunger.
I like having
Like,
it out. I think
No,
it's cool.
I honestly think there's not a lot of hype around it because it's on friggin' ESPN Plus.
Plus, right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's to me is a huge issue. I think that's a problem. I mean, it's not like, where someone died getting off a Peloton and your stock dropped bad, but it's
It's not that
Um,
bad, but yeah.
but it's pretty bad when ESPN Plus can't we got
Fictitiously.
Tom Brady, but we still can't sell subscribers,
By the way, just for the record, I signed up for ESPN Plus just for Man in the Arena. So just
Did you?
I thought he was going to say he's ordered
For
a
Sex and the
Peloton,
City?
and it's on the way.
yeah,
It's on the
no,
way.
no, I have not ordered a Peloton yet. I don't want to die.
That's
But I did sign up for ESPN Plus just for this thing. And Timmy and I talked about it last week.
Great.
There's
Now
so
we're
much-
getting sued by Peloton.
There's so much amazing
Yes.
content on ESPN Plus for $7. It's totally worth signing up for.
We
thought.
have it. I only
so
opened it
many
for UFC.
WNBA games and
There's
I
no
trust-
WNBA games.
I trust that if you're
women's
getting that,
MMA.
you have Hulu and Disney.
Yes, that's what I
do.
think, yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1,000%.
We
and
still
it's
have Hulu? I don't even
absolutely
know.
worth it.
We
Why
have
wouldn't you?
500 things. We don't know what.
I have Hulu
Mandalorian.
and Disney. I mean, I have Disney and ESPN, but I don't think I have Hulu. I don't have the package
We used to.
That's
Why would you not get
It's
the
because
triple
like-
threat?
I had already
basically you
owned.
can get Hulu for free. At
Yeah,
that
I have
point.
to figure out how to do that because I already owned Disney separately when ESPN Plus came out. So I just got ESPN Plus. They didn't have a package at the time. They just came out with that package like over the summer.
You gotta
Yeah, I
get
can't
your-
wait. Book
Get
of
little
Boba
shoes on
Fett.
that.
Book of Boba Fett. Couple weeks.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Can't wait for
It
that.
does look really good. Does
Can't
look
wait for
good.
that.
COVID, Bruins.
Oh.
And this a general conversation. Not that we can't talk about the Bruins. 'cause
This is
Crazy.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It
The
is.
Cleveland Browns
every
have like
league is
15
blowing
players
up
out.
with this.
here's my question. And I know everyone feels different about this, but if the athletes have been vaccinated and they're asymptomatic and they're positive, shouldn't they be allowed to play? Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just wildly confused. If everybody on the field is vaccinated, looking at you, Antonio Brown, right? If everybody's been vaccinated and they're asymptomatic, they're at the height of their health, because I think we've seen, for the most part, large majority, I play a doctor on podcasts, that, if you are healthy and of a certain age, you can have a real rough go of it, obviously, right? I mean, Scotty Dukes, your household got your ass kicked, right?
Right.
And a lot of people don't, right? And
Right.
the Omicron now is being deemed as, less severe than Delta. Delta seems
Yep.
to be what's kicking everybody's ass right now. I find it like Brad Marchand is now what, 6 games or 10 days, or I forget what the,
Yeah, that's it. I think it's like a minimum of 6 games he's gonna miss. Because
because he popped, but he's
Yep.
fine and he's asymptomatic and he
Yeah,
feels okay. But
that's
I
what
don't
I've been asking. Just I guess to myself, like, what's the end? What's the end game?
while I'm in my closet with all of my Christmas hats,
What's
I say
the
self,
end game? What?
Self,
So
what's happening with COVID?
the elf on the
It's-
self. Go ahead.
people are gonna get
Oh,
sick.
there it is.
Everyone's gonna get sick
Mhm.
eventually of this. And so should we treat it like the cold and the flu where, if you're really sick and can't play, okay, you can't play. But if you have the sniffles or no symptoms, why can't you play? That I agree with you, Timmy. I think, so many people, the only reason why professional athletes know that they're positive is because they're testing them every day. There's so many regular people walking around that are COVID positive, have no symptoms, and they walk around spreading it around to everyone because they don't even know they have it.
One of
The only
Michael
reason why
Jordan's
the
most
professional-
historic performances is when he had the flu.
Yeah.
Right. And
Food
Pippen
poisoning.
what's that?
It was
It was food poisoning.
He
Was
said,
it
he
food
said it
po-
in
I
Last Dance.
apologize. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you watched it, maybe you'd know.
Oh,
Remember
Get
we
the-
went over this,
get
like,
the
3
main
weeks
office
ago, you
on.
never saw it?
get the main office on the phone. I think today is
Yeah,
Little
you
Chief's
didn't
last
see
day.
it, Timmy. That was a prerequisite to starting the show over.
So
Next
I
week
would
we're
say,
reviewing every episode. Get on it.
I would say, Tim, I would say I definitely agree with you. I don't know what the schools are like where you guys are, but my girls are in elementary school and they have the policy now is screen and stay. So if you are a close contact with somebody, they will notify you. You go out and get a test. Even if you test positive, if you're fully vaccinated, you go right back to school if you're asymptomatic because they don't want the kids out of school. It should be and these are young kids. It should be the same way in my view, for everybody, right? I mean, work, professional athletes, everybody. If you test positive and you're asymptomatic, everybody's still wearing masks, for the most part at offices and stuff.
Well, most of the states have rolled that back up. You're right. Yep.
That's right. So go back and, it's like a 10-day window. Be careful and then get your job done. Same with professional athletes. Get your job done.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah. And speaking for someone that got their ass kicked, by it, I would totally agree. I think if you are asymptomatic, give it, tell them all right, look, you got maybe even say 48 hours, whatever, you know what I mean? You test positive, you're 48 hours, you're asymptomatic free, you're good. Go play. You know what I mean? As long as, again, everyone's vaccinated and stuff like that too. And at that point, honestly, if you lied about it and you're unvaccinated and you get COVID and you get sick, Antonio Brown,
too bad.
Then that's on you. That's,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
100%.
That's on you. That's, I'm not gonna have any sympathy there, but yeah, I mean, to me, that's, I think we're at that point too. And it's amazing. Like the NFL is getting just decimated right now.
Right.
Which, not to segue directly into the Patriots from this, but it's insane to me how, I don't even know if I want to say this out loud, how healthy they are. You know what I mean? Looking around the rest of the league. Did you hear about Deandre Hopkins? He's done for the regular season.
Oh, really?
They just announced that he's done for the regular season.
Wow.
So I mean, you look around and that's just one example of a lot of teams out there.
Well, that's it. Every team they've played that was a good team, they had some pretty major injury of a player that's not playing.
Right.
This week against the Colts, they're probably the healthiest team that the Patriots will play this year. As far as a good team.
Well, the Buffalo was healthy. Other than Tre'Davious White. I mean, but I mean, that's,
I just think, if the NFL, all these professional sports leagues keep the rules the way they are, you're going to get into a situation where a team is going to get into the Super Bowl, for instance, and a week into the preparations for the Super Bowl, 15 of their guys are going to test positive, and all of a sudden the Super Bowl is a shit show because nobody wants to watch it because their 15 best players are out. Right. So it's, it's just a matter of time before that happens. And I'm sorry, it's a money-making industry.
Right now, the Cleveland Browns may not have enough people to field the team this weekend.
They have 5 tight ends out. Baker's out. Landry's out. Kareem Hunt.
Their coach out. Stefanski got pretty much tested positive.
They'll probably play better without a full slate of players. I mean, let's be honest. Wow. The Browns are awful.
They won that playoff game without their coach when he had COVID last year.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's because just having this conversation in a workplace. So after we have an event for our employees the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and it was found out on Friday. I get a phone call from our CFO, and she's like, so you're getting this because you were exposed to somebody who's tested positive. And we just went into the protocol of go get a Q-tip, shove it up your nose, because we were actually going to BC football Saturday. So we did it at the mall here in Newington on the way down there. I did a home test that morning too, because we were going to be with people. Mind you, it was that last home game. It was Wake Forest. It was 2 degrees out. Jesus and our talent didn't come to the game that day. Very exciting. And you know, I got my results back. I was clear, but the whole time I'm in a closed door office with a mask on, and I think we can carry on. My concern right now for like our company, any company, your kids at school, is we're about to all go be near our old people.
Right.
And they're the ones that are susceptible. So there's no, like, I've been saying this since COVID started. There's no right answer. There's a million wrong answers. And I really think pulling, you know, very healthy professional athletes off the field to play when they're asymptomatic and they've tested positive. I don't know. And they're going to have to reroute this, because you made the point, Adam, and we've all known this. The reason ESPN Plus exists is because it's a business, right? So they're going to have to reroute this, because if they do get to that, I can tell you right now, I think personally, if they got to, and I'd want to leave the planet anyway, Super Bowl 97, Bill versus Tom. Like, I don't want to watch that anyway. I'd love for it to get snowed out or COVIDed out first and foremost, because it's not a universal.
Speaking of out, I'm out. I'm not.
Oh my God. We'll see you later.
In the middle of a point. In the middle of his point.
We love you. We'll miss you, and get a better hat. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
Maybe I'll just stay. Maybe I'll just stay.
No, I was just going to stay.
Just leave the hat on the mic.
You're the host, Tim. Can't you mute him? You can mute him, right?
Shut the screen off. Yeah, I can boot. I'm boot him out. You leave that
Get out of
in
here.
I will boot your camera out. Yeah. Oh my God.
You're out. Get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get out.
You get a free bowl of soup with that. Looks good on you, though. You know, you're putting other people at risk.
Right.
And that's where my concern is. Everybody I talk to, and I'm sure the four of us feel the same.
Timmy
and Little Shoes as well. Every one of us is done with this.
Yes.
Everyone's
100%.
done, and we don't get a choice.
Tim, Adam doesn't know what you're referring to when you say that.
What?
About the hat looking good on you.
Because he's
you
never
get a free bowl of soup. Oh, it looks good on you.
Oh,
Adam doesn't know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, because I haven't seen Caddyshack. So what?
Oh, he knows, but he knows the movie. He knows.
Yeah,
the movie.
I know.
He just
I know.
hasn't seen the scene.
I haven't
in the
seen the
movie.
scene.
That's
That's
all
right.
Every scene.
Every scene.
That's true. I haven't seen every scene. That is true. I know something about a groundhog or something. I don't really know.
We will rent a cabin in the woods. We'll have a girls' weekend, and we will watch
fabulous.
Caddyshack together.
As long as you paint my nails, it'll be great.
Double feature with stale magnolias.
Oh boy.
I prefer fried green tomatoes, but
oh boy. Well, the other thing too, speaking of trades and stuff, is there movement?
Turn your sweater back on.
Yeah, turn your sweater back on.
For God's sakes.
For all the people listening at home.
Yeah.
Is there movement with the Bruins? Are they going to do something? Are they moving talent?
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think Cassidy's on the hot seat right now because they won't fire Cam or Sweeney right now. So the obvious choice is going to be it's the coach's fault. They're not going to go out and try and get anyone because they're sitting at a place where it's not going to help them right now. Believe it or not, I think they need Tuca. I know it doesn't make sense with them having a $5 million a year backup if he comes back, but
Scotty's favorite goal.
Swayman's been a little shaky. Allmark's actually been the better of the two the last couple weeks. And
Swayman didn't he just have a pretty good run though, didn't he? Against, they beat some quality opponents last week. I mean, yeah, they lost last night, but last week I thought he looked pretty good.
But yeah, he looked well. I mean, it's not the defense sucks. That's the biggest problem. They didn't replenish. They're like, oh, we're gonna move Charlie McAvoy up and be the number one defenseman, and we're not gonna add anybody. They didn't help him. The Grzelcyk is on the first pairing with him. He should be at best the second guy on the second pair of defense. He should be on the third pair, but so they move people up that are playing above their heads. They shouldn't be where they are, and it's killing them. They've given up a ton of bad turnovers at the blue line, and I mean that Swayman hasn't. he'll come out and have that great save. He did have one last night against Pacioretty that got a breakaway on him. But some of them he gives up a lot of rebounds, and the defense isn't there to sweep him away.
Yeah.
So he gets hurt on a lot of second chances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you think they hold on to everybody,
except the coach.
Even what's his dick that asked for a trade?
He's damaged
so
goods. I feel like everybody knows if he wants
the,
out of town, nobody's going to give him a
problem
good
with
deal.
DeBrusque is, he plays good for a game, and people are like, oh, he just got his stock up, and then he sucks for 5 games.
Yeah.
So they paid him too much money. Nobody's going to want him for that contract that they gave him.
Right.
That was a bad deal when Sweeney did it. I wanted them to. I knew I was going to do this. My wife will probably pop in and tell me the right name. The defenseman they let go, the Krug.
Yeah,
they let Krug go, and they signed DeBrusque. It should have been the other way around, because they needed more help on D, and they let him go. They let Chara go.
Yeah.
So I think Cassidy is probably gonna, if they don't right the ship, and with Marchand's out on COVID. They just added Bergeron to the COVID list. Craig's out on it. So who knows how many people are going to go. Calgary just had to, I think, postpone 3 games because they got killed with it.
Yep.
And then, so that's probably the best thing. Everyone gets it. Then they, just postpone games until they get people back.
Yep.
Because without Marchand and Bergeron, they're toast.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. It's tough to watch. I feel like we're little kids and we ate our vegetables first, because now we get to focus on, I don't know what you ate around that you had to eat your vegetables first because you were saving it for last. Is it steak? Is it chicken nuggets? I'm not sure, but we get to talk about the Patriots now. Happy times. I do want to congratulations to Scotty Duke's Maize and Blue getting into the show, which is pretty cool. So you guys, how does it go? Is it
Georgia? They played Georgia.
You guys got Georgia because they wanted to offset Alabama and Georgia from meeting again in a semifinal.
Georgia lost to Alabama in the SEC championship.
Yes.
So if Georgia would have beaten Alabama, then I still think Alabama would have gone. But then it would have been probably would have been Georgia Alabama again, because it would have been 1 versus 4.
Yep.
And then Cincy. But yeah, so
they would have figured it out somehow that Georgia Alabama plays each other again in the championship.
Can you imagine a universe where Cincy takes out
that's
Bama?
What they want. They set it up.
That's what they want, but that's not what I want. I want to beat Georgia and
go Georgia.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Can you imagine?
I'm not a Wolverine fan except for Tom Brady.
If the Bearcats take out the Tide,
that would be awesome.
That'd be amazing.
I will be.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I will have a Bearcats something on.
Oh my god. Dude,
what
is the budget for?
I don't know.
Honestly, the budget. I gotta go.
Oh, I'll have all my Christmas gift certificates by then.
Oh my god!
I can go on a spending spree just by.
Who do you get gift certificates from these days? I mean, you're like a 50-year-old guy. Like your mom gives you gift certificates.
Yeah.
What is happening?
And I get one from a lot of times. I'll get one from work.
He goes up to the Pheasant Lane Mall. He goes to Shakey's Pizza.
Remember Shakey's? Yes. Three Stooges, Little Rascals.
Go buy some Z Cavaricis.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow.
Anyway, that would be. If Cincinnati knocked them off, that I don't care what happens to the Patriots.
What?
Yep.
I don't know how that escalated. Transferred.
That would make my month. That would, although the Super Bowl.
I'm going to jump off on this exit. I'll meet you a little further.
Yeah, seriously.
What happened?
I'm pissed off that Notre Dame got kept out.
Oh,
what is the water in Lowell happening?
There it is. Okay. Sour grapes.
I would even if it comes down to Michigan versus Alabama, I am going to be the second biggest Michigan fan behind Scotty Dukes, because I cannot stand Alabama. I hate everything. I like their players once we get them, but
I don't know how valid this stat is, but this is something that's always fascinated Janina and myself. There is a stat that might still be a real thing. that anytime Nick Saban wins a national title, Gillette does not hoist a banner.
Even
good
more
point.
reason to root against them.
Alabama
Guaranteed
losing.
stat.
Alabama losing is always good for your New England Patriots. So,
Okay.
But
I will-
Alabama winning is not necessarily bad for Tom Brady, right?
What?
Did Alabama win last
is
year?
his hat too tight?
They-
What's happening?
They did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So Alabama won last year. Tom Brady won last year.
I guarantee this is the most confusing conversation
Right? That's
that
a
anyone
one-
has
yeah.
ever listened to in my life.
Do you hear that?
But no.
That's
So you
People
can't
unsubscribing.
say
Unsubscribe.
every
Ding,
time
ding, ding.
Alabama won that Tom Brady lost.
We just went international with 2 people in India signed up, subscribed.
Yeah,
they
and they're
just
like,
went like, oh no. I'm
Americans are
sorry.
so
Nope.
dumb.
Yeah,
What the
yeah.
hell?
Yeah.
Uncheck.
Uncheck.
All right, favorite Christmas movie.
Wow.
What is happening with? How tight is that hat, bro? It's gonna.
This was actually
right.
pretty
That's,
loose.
that's
I can't feel my eyes.
best thing. That's the best way to change the subject.
Oh my God.
Wow. Get it together. Get it
We're
together.
back. We're back.
What was that show? There was a show that they used to do.
Centering
They
breath.
used to do a skit on Saturday Night Live about it. Like, okay, best Christmas movie, go. You remember that? There was some political show, but they made.
Oh, it was
the
the
McLaughlin
McLaughlin
group.
Round Table.
Yeah.
McLaughlin Round Table.
Yeah.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Adam
right, back to
DeYoung,
the
Blue
Patriots.
Woman, go. Yeah.
I think they're gonna have a tough time with Jonathan Taylor.
Oh,
yeah.
we're back.
I think so.
Hold on tight.
And we're back.
Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the ride. Keep your appendages inside the windows at all times.
And have
so
your random lists
get
of
ready
things that
for
you love and hate.
a
Yeah.
boring game this weekend, because I think both teams are just going to try to run the ball and keep the possessions limited for the other team as much as possible.
Is this what the wrap up and rant is like every morning? I'm sorry, I don't catch
So
it every
it's
morning.
only a minute.
It's
and 30
just him.
seconds. So
It's,
Just-
just him.
just
It's an hour long. It's just him.
When he starts everything off going self.
Yeah. Self on the shelf. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well,
Oh
I don't
my
think. First of all, I don't
Lord.
think it's going to be as boring as that Buffalo game was pretty rough. That was rough to
I love
view.
that it's Saturday night.
I do too.
I love
Oh
that
my
we're
God,
at
me
this
too.
part of the year. It's a Saturday night game.
that makes two of you.
Yeah, I hate
Oh.
Saturday night. I hate Saturday.
I'm
night.
at the
love
fire station, so
Yeah, I don't like
I'll
it.
probably be at a 3-car pileup again.
Oh my God. That was macabre.
Always goes back to the dark side with you,
Yeah.
rubber shoes.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I hate missing part of the game.
He's got FOMO. He's like Jaws of Life opening a Toyota Celica. And he's like, oh no, that's wrong. Like,
No, I look at I'm cutting someone out and my Apple Watch lights up and it says, "Holy shit, I can't believe that just happened." I'm like, "Oh, I gotta get this guy out of here."
I hope we don't get you fired
Yeah.
from the city of Lowell. Holy mackerel.
don't you think that ship has already landed, been
Maybe.
deboarded, and it's set
Maybe you're
sail
right.
again? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Nobody at town hall
I
is
am
concerned.
when I
Yeah.
leave the firehouse, I am very professional and
I'm sure.
Is that what this is? Okay.
no, this is not. I'm not in the fire station.
That's so
But
funny.
did you
I'm
hear
surprised
the,
they let you wear their Apple Watch to the to fires and stuff. I'm surprised that you don't have to take that stuff off.
Sure, Apple doesn't want me to wear it in there when I'm in 600 degrees.
Right.
Yeah, you're
I wouldn't
stress
think so.
testing it. You're stress testing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it'll be good when I go down in the fire. They'll be able to track where I am.
Oh my God.
What the hell is happening?
I don't know.
My
Scotty,
favorite
you were-
Christmas movie.
You were
Go
saying,
ahead, Scotty.
Yeah,
I was going to say
yes.
So I've been actually watching Hard Knocks for the Indianapolis Colts, right?
Yes, it's been
So,
really good.
Very good, very very good.
Been really good. In
And-
season is good. Janina
Yeah,
likes
it's
it
been
because
awesome.
then Janina can't watch regular Hard Knocks because of the cuts.
Right.
Oh,
She
yeah.
gets too emotionally attached. She's like, I can't. We got to stop. So I'm like,
Right.
we haven't watched a full season since 1938. Go ahead, Scotty.
so yeah, but the thing is like, so the linebacker came out and said they want to make the Patriots one-dimensional, focusing more on like making Mac Jones. They're going to stop the run for the Patriots, and they want Mac to throw the football.
Yet. Yes.
And no, this was like at a press conference. The thing is, the irony is like, I've been watching the Hard Knocks. I don't know who that linebacker was. Like, I don't even remember the guy's name. Like, it wasn't like Darius Leonard, or not Darius. What's his name there? Or like DeForest Buckner, the defensive lineman. I don't know who it was that came out and said this. And I was like, looking at him, like, I don't recognize that. And I've been watching like,
who's the kid that's calling himself the Maniac?
Oh, is that who it was?
Yeah, well, no, I'm guessing it must be him because he seems to be really outspoken. I can't think of it.
So
he's 54 on the 53-man roster, I'm sure.
Oh my God. He's actually number 58, I think. But anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm looking forward to the game. I think this is going to be a really, I don't think it's going to be a blowout at all. I think it's actually a really close game. I think, to Billy's point before too, I said, this is the healthiest team that they've played in weeks. So this is going to be this is going to be a really good football game. It's in Indy too, right?
Yes.
I believe so. Yeah. So
So Rubber Shoes, if you weren't at the fire office, would you be annoyed about Saturday night, or is that the reason?
No. It's just because so they moved it from Sunday when I was off to Saturday that I'm now working. So
was this a flex? I wasn't sure.
Yes,
if this
it was.
It was a flex. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
See, I can't stand the Saturday night games. I feel like people have stuff going on Saturday nights. Like Sunday night, you got nothing going on. You're just hanging out. Sunday night, I can do.
This
Saturday
actually
night,
gives
I
me
can't
something
stand.
to do Saturday night because actually there's
I
an
am
MMA
50.
fight.
I have
There's a
nothing
UFC
going on
fight.
Saturday night.
The UFC fight. I'm gonna be flipping back and forth too.
I mean, it's Christmas time. I've got to watch.
You're
Caddyshack.
making rather merry, are you?
Yeah.
At 8:30 though, it's 8:30. It's
I got family in town. What am I going to do? Tell them, hey, they don't watch the Patriots. So what am I going to say? Well, hey. Go to bed. I got to watch the game.
This is why I never swing by. I don't want to bother him. He's trying to watch.
No, thank you. Yeah.
You have to tell him that.
I don't put.
We were
PC
just
on my
down there
TV.
again. We were at Sacred Heart
come
University.
on!
You have to tell him that it's show prep.
Around Christmas time, wouldn't come down.
No, it was a couple of weekends ago. We were at Sacred Heart University.
I had leftover turkey from Thanksgiving. You should have stopped by.
Oh, I could have. Yeah, we could have made turkey.
Where were you?
Aiden looked at Sacred Heart University.
Oh my God, that's like closer than the Holiday Inn. For God's sakes. It's like I can throw a stone and hit the church. I mean, come on.
So now you
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Now you know where Adam wants Aiden to go.
Well, yeah, because I'll see Timmy as much as I see him now.
It's
move-in weekend. Oh yeah, you take care of it.
Scathing accusation.
Oh no,
it's number
Adam,
2. It's number 2 in the clubhouse right
that
now.
week.
Is it number
Hey,
2?
Adam, what are you doing?
Number
Come on
2.
over to
Yep.
Sacred Heart. We need help moving
Yeah.
coaches
Can
in.
you help him move a couch in? Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh my
No, sorry,
God.
buddy. I'm getting sushi at the McDonald's.
I'm in Stafford.
Yeah, Stafford.
So I've got the Patriots stuff up standby. I don't know if anybody else has looked at the line.
What's number 1 on his list while you're looking?
Currently Catholic University, DC.
Okay.
Yep.
What? It's not Notre Dame? Jeez.
Timmy's face.
Do we invite him back?
Either he didn't hear that or that's the best face.
Put him on mute. Put him on mute.
You Rubber Shoes, you knew Richard E. Lindsay. The silence is the anger.
This is the anger.
Yeah. I was in a meeting the other morning and we finished it, and a couple of people from the staff called. They're like, "You were so quiet," and they're like, "And I know exactly what that means." I'm like, "You're making my point."
Yeah.
We are giving the Colts 10.5.
What?
No.
Come on. That
Yep.
can't be right.
No way.
What?
No, I'm lying. I'm lying. The Colts are giving us 2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
Okay.
Okay.
The Colts are giving us 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were
Oh,
you
so
looking
10
at the
and a half.
first time?
There's a page, Sportsbook DraftKings has a page, and I was the second line down starts to do all these alternate spreads. I apologize. Yep. Over under is 45, and the Colts are giving us 2.5.
Is have they made a formal declaration about Damian Harris yet or no? I
You
haven't.
better
I haven't
play
seen.
because I'm in the playoffs with them this weekend.
Not in our
Oh,
league.
Yeah, there was some talk
That
about
league doesn't
Timmy
matter
Harris
if
not
you
playing.
haven't heard.
Oh my God.
So Timmy's playing your wife.
So
though.
you guys are playing in the playoffs, and you're gonna win. How much money? Okay.
I mean,
I
not in
don't
this
care
league,
if it
other
doesn't matter.
leagues.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't
That
care if it doesn't
league
matter.
doesn't pay
Prevention.
off. I'm already just by making the playoffs. I've
I don't need your
almost
money,
got-
Rubber Shoes.
Almost got my money back.
Yeah.
Do you
just
know
by
how
making
many
the
gift
playoffs.
certificates I get for Christmas?
I was
Just piles and piles of gift certificates.
So you're gonna
all
buy
the
me a
money that we're
Bearcats
not
hat?
winning this league. We still have more because we're not buying the Funko Pops that you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you like my new shelf?
No.
Oh my God.
I don't even know which one you're about to point to. No. For all of
Pointed
them.
at every one of them.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like,
like,
this one, this
like
one.
my new shelf?
I got this new shelf above my TV.
Oh my God.
Oh, Sonny.
thought that was a big speaker.
baby.
Are they
Jesus.
all new Funko Pops or?
Oh,
Or is it just a new
since-
display?
Since the
It's
show
just, yeah,
started,
that's the advent display. Yeah.
I got Jordan on Team USA, Bird on Team USA, and Magic Johnson and Magic Johnson on Team USA.
From a distance, one of them, at least one of them looks like a girl. Is there a girl up there? It looks like a girl.
Oh, Larry Bird's got his long, 80s flow.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't even look like them. What's the appeal of Funko Pops? I don't understand.
They're cheap.
Oh, all right.
They're only like $15.
It's
And
all
on
part
the-
of his wealth
on the high
building
end.
scheme. Yeah.
And
$15.
Tyler,
I was like, that's
so
not
Tyler,
cheap to me.
Tyler has one that he bought, or I probably bought him, that probably cost $10. It's worth $400 right now.
Oh my. What's wrong with people?
Rubber
Anyway,
Shoes
so-
heard people were investing in NFTs and he thought it stood for another fucking toy. So he went out more Funko Pops.
No, I don't trust that digital shit.
Oh,
I want something I can hold.
I think
Don't
I'm
look
not
at my
coming back until
portfolio then,
Q5.
Dave.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that crypto stuff I don't trust either.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Oh my God.
Can you see him on like a late night infomercial? Listen, kids. Crypto, Bitcoin, NFTs, garbage. Funko Pops.
Put your money
That's
in
where it's-
Funko
yeah.
Pops.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Grab
about the
yourself two
Funko.
baby Yodas and get into your
Funko Pops
bunker
and
until after the
sneakers.
war. Yeah.
Hey, Grandpa, get a reverse mortgage so you can afford more Funko Pops.
Yeah. Do you have comfortable shoes? Do you have Funko Pops?
Oh.
You have a myriad of Christmas hats?
Yeah.
Get on the stick.
You might be a rubber shoe.
All right. Predictions before we lose everybody here. Yeah.
Before we lose
We
everybody.
still got to
Okay.
go over best
I meant
Christmas
us.
movies.
I meant if we start punching out
Oh.
the yeah.
Which you got to vote.
We
So
already lost everybody.
Yeah.
do your pick for the game and let us know your favorite holiday movie.
We should
Oh,
do a holiday
easy.
special. I mean, at this
Easy.
point. All right, go first. Then.
Oh, first of all, you guys will love this. Normally by the time I get home, Janine is probably watching the episode after we've thrown it up on the intertubes.
yeah.
She won't be doing that tonight. She is with her friends at the garden for Genesis. I know Adam will love this.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
yes.
And Bobby Dugan just threw something across his apartment in California. Yeah. He's at the Genesis. She's studioing tonight. Yeah. And I can't believe Rubber Shoes hasn't brought it up. I'm sure he knows about it though. Did you see the Jodeci and New Edition are touring next
Oh, I just
No kidding.
with Charlie Wilson.
year?
From the Gap Band.
Wow.
They are our childhood, and I love them. And hell no, that'll be terrible.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
No,
awful.
they were on the
That'll be like a bunch
AMAs.
of Eddie Murphys in fat suits. Like you sing it.
They were on the AMAs. Did you see them on the
Look at
AMAs? They were on there with New Kids on the Block. They were pretty good. New
Mm.
Edition.
I'm excited.
Tell
to
you
hear
what
all
show
about
I
it. I'll see
wanted to go
pictures.
to that because I'm at the station Saturday night. I didn't get tickets to it. Is the Legends of the Mic, which is at Foxwoods this Saturday night. You got Slick Rick, Rakim, EPMD,
Yep.
Big Daddy Kane,
Yes.
and DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty good lineup.
The end kind of soured me a bit, but that's
But I
Rakim
think
and
DJ
EPMD.
Jazzy Jeff is probably playing like in between sets. He's just there by himself. He's not with the Fresh Prince. It's just
Yeah.
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Right.
So
EPMD and Rakim all day. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I
KRS
love
oh,
Slick Rick, but I
KRS-One.
feel like
I've-
Slick Rick's gonna show up and be like he shouldn't have come out of his house.
KRS-One too. I
Probably.
forgot to mention him.
It concerns me.
Sorry.
And then when I
Sorry.
see them and I'm like, they look terrible, I have to remember I look terrible. And I don't, I don't need that stark reminder.
They all look pretty good except for Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown looks how you think he would look.
I can't believe Bobby Brown is still alive.
Cocaine.
I know,
is
exactly.
a drug.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
All right. So predictions and your favorite holiday movie according to Rubber Shoes.
Okay. Scotty,
Go
you're
ahead.
up.
I'll go first. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 27-24 Pats. I do think it's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
Movie too. And I'm don't do it.
Mine
What
is
did you say? 27-24 Pats.
27-24 Pats.
Okay.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh,
Hands down.
all right.
Not even a blink of the eye there.
All
I
right.
thought you were
And
gonna say,
also,
you know
just to
the
make sure
diehards of Christmas.
If
movie?
Dugan is listening, I'm still coming for him in fantasy football. We both got the bye. The wife, by the way, Timmy, is ready. She's ready for this weekend. I said it wrong. You're playing against Amy, where Tyler's actually playing against. Steph.
I got Mother Dukes. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. Excellent. Excellent.
I'll admit to having not looked at that league for 10 weeks.
Which I gave you shit about, and then you're like, "Wow, what are you talking about?"
Well, this is my MO on fantasy. I look at it for the first like 3 or 4 weeks. I'm like totally into it. And then I forget all about it for like weeks and weeks at a time. So I knew it going into it. I do care about the league. I just don't care about my team.
Oh, it's the post season bash that I'm going to throw that Rubber Shoes isn't invited to because it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's going to be great. Yep.
Amazing.
I'm there.
Look at him.
I'm there.
I think
Sweet.
Jodeci is playing it, isn't it?
I could save miles on my lease.
Slick Rick live from Kowloon. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Rubber Shoes, what's your prediction?
I'm gonna say 17-14 Pats.
Oh, terrible.
So that means they're gonna lose because I took Buffalo last game. And same thing. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Shitter's full.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I've done a lot of cussing on this show.
Yeah, you do. It's very violent.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 31-28 Colts.
Oh,
And I'm going to go It's a Wonderful Life.
that's classic. Classic. All right.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Stay classy, San Diego.
A
right.
phenomenal movie. Yes.
I'm going 27-21 Pats. And I am my favorite Christmas movie is Miracle on 34th Street. The black and white version.
The original.
The original.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
The not
All
sepia
right.
toned or color toned or whatever.
What movie
No,
did you
no,
think
full
I was
black and white.
going with, by the way, Tim?
I thought you were gonna be like, did you know that Die Hard's a Christmas movie? Like that's
Oh.
there's always one. That's
It
like,
is.
did
Die
you know
Hard,
Die Hard's a
it
Christmas
is.
movie?
It is. It's not my favorite Christmas movie, but
Yeah.
it is a Christmas movie. Yeah.
That's
if you
a terrible idea.
go to Peacock, which is the NBC streaming platform, it's under Seasons Greetings. The Seasons Streamings, they call it.
Okay.
Die Hard is on there.
But
so,
the movie was originally
a
released
summer movie,
in
right?
July.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why it was set in
Takes place
Christmas,
in-
but
during
Yeah.
Christmas.
right. It's a
God
Christmas
help us,
movie.
everyone. Yeah. All right. So we'll be back at it next week. We appreciate you watching the show. If you're enjoying the content, share with your friends, comment, watch it twice, and make sure to
I'll
get
have my
all of our
blazer on
content.
next week.
What's that? You got.
I'll
gotta
have the
shine-
Christmas blazer next
Gonna
week.
shine us or is it Tipsy L's? Which one is it?
It's kitties, actually.
I don't.
Again,
Cats.
Too much. Too
Oh,
much.
Christmas cats. I thought you meant
Yeah.
it was a kitty's blazer. I'm like,
No,
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 Mr.
cats.
Marcus. No, no, thank you.
A bunch of cats.
I'm
Yeah.
really happy I'm going to miss next week watching Spider-Man for the.
My
Oh,
God,
yeah.
yes. Oh, yes.
Oh no,
God,
wait!
you-
I'm at the fire station next week, so
Is
I'll
it
be in my-
Oh, just
I'll
me
be
and
in my-
Timmy. The
holiday
fire.
special. Holiday special.
no. I'll be in unless I'm
Bring
on a
the
call.
eggnog, motherfuckers.
Yes, yes, exactly.
I'll be on unless I'm on a call. But
I
won't be able to.
live from Burgers and
I won't be able to
Tots.
wear my festive gear.
Merry
You know
Christmas, everyone! I won't
Yeah.
talk to you guys until after the holiday,
too.
the Christmas.
All right,
we'll
I'll
see
be
everybody
on
after
for
the
the
holidays.
before the. I'll be on for the New Year episode, but Merry Christmas, gentlemen! Happy
We love
holidays!
that.
Thanks. You
You
too.
too.
Guys, have a
Merry
great night.
Christmas. See ya.
Bye.